Coast here. But you smoke that all the time. Let me ask you a question. Do you guys still go to dispensaries? Or do you guys does your son just like here?
I just end up with it.
We don't go to dispensaries.
What do you guys usually like to smoke? Are you more pre-rolls or you guys
I'm more pre-rolls.
Pre-roll and dabs. And dabs? You guys don't roll
Although
your
I do
own?
flower. Yeah, I do flower.
Now we get this one right here.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, do you have a pre-roll?
Of this? No, but we can roll it at the studio.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
It's gas.
Yes.
You like just regular weed? You don't like hashing them?
I mean,
Just
they don't,
straight up.
they don't have to be infused. That's why I think we're getting lucky with our joints because people are looking for more non-infused joints because there's so few.
And you guys also do like those little packs where it's like 3 flavors in one joint. Like you got the creative, you got the gas pack. Yeah, I like how it's like a variety pack.
We're got nothing to do with them. I wish it was.
Well, you got the classic hardcore OG.
This is from day one of your show. I wore this the very first time we were on your show.
What year?
The very first time.
2015, January 22nd, 2015.
Tune into the show. We'll get more of that in a little bit. These hash walkers are really cool too. They're like mini joints.
Yeah, we're gonna do those.
Like dog walkers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like little mini hash infused. And you guys want one of your joints or what?
Yeah, why not?
You want on the West Coast here? Which one do you like? The 3 pack?
Which one's the indica?
Gas pack.
Yeah.
What kind of flavors do you like?
Get gas.
Tropical Slurricane?
There you go. That's it. That's it.
That's
Tropical Slurricane.
You want one of those?
Let's do that.
All right.
Let's do Tropical Slurricane.
All right, listen. We got that West Coast Cure triple pack. You wanted the gas pack?
Yes,
got you that.
that's right.
Bam, approved. We got some infused hash walkers. Little baby.
Nice
they're
hash
little, yeah. Little minis. You got some Rosatec, because I know you love
the
the
dab.
dab. Yeah, we got some Tropical Slurricane. You wanted something. And of course,
OG.
the best OG on the shelf right now.
That's right.
The Adam Ale OG out here with Crown. You guys ready to go get high?
Let's get high.
Lit. Let's go, baby. Yeah. You know, this is the highest host, Adam Milchot, right here at the Crown OG Studios with Dabwoods. You already know we're making it happen. I'm super excited for today's show. We got they become like my cannabis uncles. I think I was their first interview into the space. You might have seen them on some of your favorite shows. I've seen them on Tosh.0. I've seen them travel around the country doing these 25-word scripts and challenging people of what to do in the whole Shut the Fuck Up campaign. We got a whole lot of shit happening right now. The Pop Brothers at Law are in the building, man. I can't contain myself. I've been seeing their blow up from the beginning because, as I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a time when I've been doing this podcast for many, many years. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Appreciate you guys.
My pleasure.
I've been doing this for many, many years, and there was a moment where there was a lot of laws changing, and I wanted some professional legal advice on cannabis. Like, I'm just a patient. What do I do if I get pulled over, but I'm legally allowed to have cannabis? What if I walk out of the dispensary and a cop pulls me over knowing I just have? What do I say? What do I act? Do I say, fuck you, I got a paper, like I'm legal, or am I polite? And we kind of ask these questions, and this has turned into like a whole series of what not to do when police fuck with you. And it's crazy to see you guys, and it's awesome. What is it, like 10 years? How long ago was this?
Well, January 22nd, 2015 is when we infiltrated your show, and that we were talking about the laws that were coming in 2016 with adult use in California.
Was that like, I think that was Prop 19, or what was
64.
that? Prop 64? Okay, there were so
I
many
think that
props.
was I think it was it was the original. It was the original Prop 64.
Okay, and I just wanted general knowledge question, like just basic answers.
Right.
And you guys came through. You guys are practice in California, right?
That is correct.
If you're watching this on YouTube or Patreon, then you already know. Shout out to everyone on Patreon who's seen this early. Shout out to everyone on YouTube who's watching this. But wherever you're listening on Spotify, Google, Apple, wherever you've listened to podcasts, we appreciate you. Don't forget to leave an honest 5-star review. You're going to get a good, interesting conversation because there's a lot of laws that has changed since, and I have a lot of questions. And just seeing the success of y'all. Now you guys got a blue check mark. I've seen you on Tosh.0. I've seen videos with like Michael Rappaport and Matthew McConaughey and all sorts of different celebrities coming through, and you doing all sorts of interviews. You guys have had your own show. You guys have done so much, bro, and it's so awesome to see, dude. It's great.
And you started it all.
Stop it.
You did. If you hadn't asked my son, Jake, here's your brother, hey, I need some lawyers. I can't find any lawyers, especially ones that smoke.
That's what I really wanted. I wanted like a.
That's what happened. And Jared told you, oh yeah, my dad and uncle, and of course my brother goes, yeah, I'll do it in a minute. And I'm like back then going, I don't know.
He was scared.
Well, see,
I'm not shy about smoking, but I don't know.
Do people really want us smoking, representing them for
was
some?
worried
And
about
I
the
finally
bar.
said, fuck it. And then
And you guys did it.
And we came up and we did the show and
We smoked everything.
sat there and we started. The page was literally conceived at your show.
The
Pot Brothers.
Pot
Pot
Brothers.
underscore brothers underscore at underscore.
yeah,
love,
because he kept putting spaces.
bars.
I didn't know it was putting an underscore in there. Oh,
Yeah. If you would have went back, you would have just typed one word.
right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
those like if you had the knowledge now of 10 years ago, what would you do different? And it's just like, especially the last 10 years, especially in the cannabis space, it has been crazy. And you mentioned your son. Your son is Jarrett, West Coast Cure, Jay Cures, who's also had some crazy success in the past decade from what I've seen him do. He was one of our first sponsors as well when I was doing like real life events and doing little games and stuff. He would sponsor him. Yeah, the Bomb Hardcore OG.
Yep.
It was good times.
I looked for that shirt because I looked back to see what shirt I wore on your very first episode, the very first time we were with you, and it was I think it was the Hardcore OG shirt, and
I have that.
I couldn't find it.
I think this is a shirt I wore. That's why I pulled it out of the closet. Like, it was a full circle moment. Because we've done other shows together, but like the first time I had you on was the Getting High With show when I was on a different network, and then I've done a couple other shows since then, and I was on different platforms. I think you guys came on Cannabis Capital one time.
I
with
did.
me.
Yeah. Actually, I did. I don't know if we both did, but
Yeah,
one
in
time I
Vegas.
happened to be there.
In Vegas.
No.
We did it in Vegas also, though.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's right, we did.
Yeah, and then see, that's what I'm saying. We've done like other things, but to have you back on the show that started it all with
Right.
y'all is to see all the progression that has happened. is
Decade
great.
later.
Did you guys always think you were going to be in cannabis law, or were you guys just
Never.
studying general law when you guys, like, what did you guys?
I was always doing criminal defense, and I started in 1996 when Prop 215 was enacted. So I was just naturally handling cannabis cases since the beginning when I started.
So you didn't like be like, I'm gonna be a cannabis lawyer.
No.
I'm just gonna practice
Criminal defense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do criminal defense.
And I did insurance defense, I did workers' comp, I did business law. It wasn't until the kid said I want to fucking grow 20 fucking plants in my house. we
blast.
We read the law. It's not difficult.
Right.
It's not rocket science. The law said at the time under Prop 215,
Attorney General
you need
guidelines.
X, Y, and Z. We don't have to go into all the details. It'll be here forever. So we taught them how to go X, Y, and Z. And ultimately, we do know because ultimately our whole shut the fuck up campaign is what kept them out of prison on multiple felonies back in the day during Prop 215, where we got the cases dismissed because he shut the fuck up and the cops lied and we caught them lying.
And then we got everything back.
Yeah, that was
because
crazy.
he was operating
properly
Under the laws
because
then.
we were always prepared. If the cops did everything right,
Right.
we'd have to go into court and show them we did everything right under the law. And if you don't have to get there, you're happy. And in both cases we got kicked, cops lied, and then we did a motion to get everything back, had to show them we were operating properly, and got it all back. So that's how we learned cannabis law. I mean, it's
So it was your son that
All because of him.
And you had to figure out that he was doing everything right. The law enforcement was fucking shit up.
Correct.
And you had to get to it.
Correct.
What? And here we are now.
Here we are now.
Here we are now.
It's crazy.
I want to give a big shout out real quick to Kentron out there, tickling them keys, hanging out, dude. Appreciate you out
like
here
that.
every time. Live music. Yeah, dude.
We here.
We're gonna call that the Gelato Corner, maybe. We're gonna have the keyboards brought to you by Gelato out here. Shout out to Gelato too, also keeping us lit. Check them out. Nice pre-rolls, all that. Appreciate y'all. How you doing, Ken? You good? I know you're doing gigs.
Man, I am doing gigs. I'm doing a gig right now. You know, busting out some freaking cool like that from Diggable Planet, and I'm just vibing to it right now.
Your
you know what I'm
playlist is
saying?
getting bigger and deeper.
Man, my playlist is retarded. I don't even it's crazy.
Well, shout out to Kentron out here, the whole production team. So I know we got to play a little game before. If you're just listening to the audio, the video on YouTube or Patreon, shout out to all the Patreon subs as well. You get the monthly giveaways. We just did the giveaway for April. We got the May giveaway coming out now because we in a new month. So shout out to all the Patreon subs that watch this early. You guys got to see. We play a little game before. And for prizes, you got the Dabwoods prize pack as well. And you got the grand prize going to Apothecary and doing a little shopping spree.
We aced it, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think you guys are the first ones to get 100% wrong. And
we thought too much.
That deserves a prize.
I was overthinking.
Well, it's a new, we do new games every week, so it's
love
always
that, though.
fun
That
and
was
exciting.
That was.
We got to talk about different laws across the country, which are so weird. You guys practice in California, helping your son get all of his weed back, and now seeing what cannabis is now. It's like the community is gone, and it's an industry because you walk into a shop and everything's just branded, marketed.
It's insane.
Store.
It's insane from where I had to go pick it up when I was a lot younger than you are now.
What, like, so were you always where are you guys from? You guys from LA or SoCal?
Well, I was actually born in Van Nuys, but moved out to
Cerritos.
I think I was 9 years old when we moved out to Cerritos, which is the border of LA and Orange County. It was still,
where the Auto Square is.
It was before Auto Square was born. It was a cow pasture. It was all cows out there I grew up in cow pastures and hay barns. Believe it or not, in Orange County.
Wow.
Yeah, we moved there in 1970.
The 91 freeway ended at the 605.
So you got to see the whole expansion and the growth of the city.
Insane.
So you've seen the whole, and that's Orange County. That's not even LA. So it's a whole different.
What's LA?
And I've been
Cerritos
smoking
is LA
weed
County.
since we found it. I was 15, and we found it in Matt Moulton's.
Who's we?
Me and Matt.
Not me.
Me and Matt was
I
a
was
kid I knew
5.
from the neighborhood where I grew up. And I think we were 15 years old, and we found something up in their parents' fucking. I don't know what we were doing up there, looking for cigarettes or looking for. I don't know what we were looking for.
Being kids looking for some trouble.
And we found it, and it was like I think we stuffed it in these cigarette packs. It's weird, but I mean I'm
Like you
62 now, so
like you emptied out tobacco from a cigarette and put the weed in it.
Yes.
And then you smoked it like that.
And then we smoked it.
And you liked it.
And we got really nice and high.
Yeah. And you're like, this is it.
And that was it.
That was it.
And you were always consuming since then.
Since probably consistently 16. Yeah, a year later.
But how were you like okay, that's 16.
So we'd have to go to get it. We'd have to go somewhere where I shouldn't have ever been.
Right.
But
You guys wanted the weed.
we wanted the weed, and we never had an issue. People might have said you shouldn't be in this area, but we never had. It was in Long Beach, off of. It was at.
The
It
keyhole.
was at the Keyhole. It was at,
Where the plug was at.
El Dorado Park.
Yeah.
Way in the back, there was this pond where the ducks were, called the Duck Pond, and right near that there was
A guy with a beanie.
No, even better. You can't make this shit up. It was called the Keyhole because the street went in like a keyhole around these baseball diamonds. And after a certain time of night, you just drive down the parking lot area adjacent to the diamond, baseball diamond, and there's people on both sides of your car. Here, dime bag.
That's $10, right?
Yeah,
A dime bag.
that was $10.
I just want to make sure there's
There's people out there who don't
a
understand.
younger generation that has a different,
and then we had,
vernacular.
then
It was
if
a
you're
dime?
the older we get, then it's like a 4-finger lid, which that weed was bad.
Right. That was like the stress,
That
the
was
bricks.
that was like a
The shit you had-
coffee can. You know, the lid came because of the coffee can lid.
That's it was stuffed
We
in.
used to always get it in a coffee can.
Is that what you had to clean? Like take out the stems and the seeds?
Oh, it was
and-
horrible. You guys have no fucking clue how good you got it.
I remember the stress days, as we call it.
No, you're probably on the tail end.
Yeah. I had that pretendo.
You're on the tail end.
But how was that? So before you got into weed, because I figure you're older, Mark, or Craig is older than Mark. And the way I remember that is alphabetical order. I'm like, C is before M, so Craig is older than Mark.
That's good.
I was like, how? Because I'm always high and we're always chilling, and it's like Mark and Craig. And why is Mark first? If you're older, how come it's not Craig and Mark?
Best for last.
It just
Hey.
it just came out of my mouth that way because I'm the mouthpiece.
So you're usually the one talking, and Mark is usually the one. He's the more well dressed, I would say, more flashy or dressed. He's got the
You couldn't
always
bury me in those clothes.
He
wouldn't look good in them.
he always got the
pull it off.
16-piece suits, and Craig is always like a t-shirt and a hat, just chilling. Are you younger? Are you guys the only siblings?
We have an
No.
older brother.
Older.
He's 7 years younger than me.
So you're the youngest. You're the middle,
Middle.
and then the middle. Hell yeah.
I have
let's
the
go.
middle issues.
Middle, yeah.
I'm a total middle kid.
Middle. So has there always been because I know you guys are competitive. When we played our game, you wanted to have your own score. You guys didn't want to do a team score. Were you guys always competitive growing up?
Yes.
Yeah.
How were you
Yes.
guys before the weed? Like growing up in school, were you guys good students?
Well,
were you
you
guys?
got to remember too. It wasn't. I mean, by the time he got older, he was 7 years younger. I'm already out at college.
Right.
So,
but you're like 14, already a teenager. He's 7. He's still a kid.
beating
so,
his ass. Yeah.
So you're fucking with him.
Yeah.
like,
Big. Yeah.
Took me out to the shed.
Yeah, did the big brother shit.
That's
Because
right,
you were the
that's
middle
right.
kid, so you
But
got it
once
from
he-
your
but-
older brother,
but
so
what-
you had to transfer that energy to your younger brother.
Because we were all still around the house, even though I came back when, he's 14, I'm 20,
Yeah.
21. We
15.
play basketball
Right.
with my dad.
Oh yeah.
And it was like elbows, man. If you weren't
blood.
bleeding, you weren't trying.
Oh, so you were like
If
super.
you could get back up,
If
you
you
were
ain't
not-
cheating, you ain't trying.
So you were just roughhouse.
Oh yeah. There was some hard.
Did you guys-
Someone always came up crying or hurt.
Were you guys playing like American Gladiators in the house and making your own courses and throwing tennis
No,
balls
we-
at each
we
other?
we were too far apart for
Okay,
that. Yeah.
okay. You guys weren't building forts together and.
No, I was
I
out of the
was
house.
building them
I
by
was out of the house.
I was
don't know what he
I was
did.
like an only child by the time my two older brothers were off to.
Because 7 years, okay.
Yeah.
So it
and
is.
10 from the oldest. He's
Yeah.
10 years older than me.
So you were just always. Were you guys in competitive at all with like sports? Were you guys doing like the baseballs or soccer's?
I
or?
played little league. You
I did everything.
did football.
I played tennis, football,
You're like Bo
baseball.
Jackson
I
over
played
here.
basketball.
Yeah.
Wasn't good at really all of it, but I was okay. I
were
can
just-
hang.
You were athletic and just
Played
competitive.
Little League for like 6-7 years.
I was doing plays and musicals.
Because I noticed this about you, Mark, too, because, I do a little research on my guests. We have a little history.
Uh-oh.
But I went deep.
far?
I went deep. I saw you upload videos because I like to go to YouTube pages. And then I click on oldest.
Oh, yeah.
And you have videos up there from 17 years ago
yeah.
of doing like the daily vlog of a commuter.
Yeah, that was for my movie Commute. And I was pushing it around the country at film festivals, and I did the commuter's vlog. I did the commuter talk show, and I.
So you should have him back.
I would
talk
pick-
about all that.
I would pick up people.
No,
See,
we'll
he
go.
doesn't. He doesn't
no,
like.
We're gonna
he-
go
he
down.
doesn't
We're
like
gonna
it. He
take a
doesn't
right
like it.
turn. We
He
just
doesn't
did.
like
We just
it.
did a podcast.
He's the host.
And I swore I'd
He's
never let
the
it happen
host.
again.
Let the host ask
off-
questions.
No, we got off track so bad.
What
I almost
track?
got
No,
up.
that's okay.
What track
I almost
are we
got
on?
up and left.
What track
listen.
are we on? Go bye. Go.
I'm on path. We got it. I'm cruising. I'm controlling the
Can
shit.
you see?
I got
I
it.
let you talk, but every time it comes to me, he's got yabba dabba dabba.
No, I just because
Shut 'em
I
up.
know you guys share the YouTube page. It's
I
the Pop Brothers
created
at
it.
Law.
I created it.
A bunch of the first videos are him, but if you look at his IMDb, it is like 47 fucking pages long, and he has credits. You were in Saved by the Bell.
I did so much shit when I was younger.
You wanted to be an actor. Was that like?
That's it. That was it.
What did you? So
That
you
was
wanted to be an actor, entertainer. What did you want to be when you were like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade? Like growing up?
I think the lawyer thing came about around 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade.
You liked
7th
arguing with
grade.
people or what?
He couldn't do anything else.
No, I got kicked out of I got kicked out of art class because I wouldn't rat on, and this is literally true. I wouldn't rat on the school bully or the school badass. I wasn't the
You're
bully.
not no snitch.
He threw a paper airplane. I'll never forget this. He threw it from the other end of the table down past me, and she turns from her desk and sees it as it flies right by me. And I got in trouble for throwing the airplane. I said I didn't do it. Yeah, I said I didn't do it. Who did it then? It wasn't me. I mean,
then who did it?
It was 7th grade.
Then who did it?
I don't know.
Omerta.
Then who did it?
I don't know. So I went home and I got called into the principal's office, or Mr. Johnson is big, fat, huge vice principal. And my dad came down. This never been in trouble ever at school. And my dad comes down and says, one time, you get one time. I'm going to go 100% behind you. 100%. You said you didn't do it. I'm going to go to bat.
Yeah.
So
He knows you're not a liar.
he went in.
Or a snitch.
And at the end of the day, I got transferred from art class to the deputy and the law.
What?
And this sheriff guy was really fucking cool, was teaching the class on law.
And you're like 12, 13 at this time.
You know what, dude? I don't know.
7th grade, you said. That's like, I think that's like 12, 13.
Yeah.
So that's like a pivotal point.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's where the story stops. Like what we learned in class, what we went over, I can't remember.
But that was like what started your interest in learning law and how to be.
I can't think of anything else other than this is the 100% truth. Can't do math or science. You try to go to college and all that shit, and you can't do math or science. It ain't fucking easy. Law school was a breeze.
You found your path.
Political science, that's what I did.
Right.
That was
Poli-sci.
easy. That was easy as shit. But
We just have to talk shit to each other.
I still had to do fucking engineering 101, which I almost flunked. I still had to do like
The basic gen ed shit.
basic shit.
Yeah, the shit that you don't need to worry about or know about in life. Like the War of 1812.
There was one?
But so you didn't know until you were like 7th grade that was.
I don't know if I thought about it
So
until
good
later
thing
on
that-
in life when I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I had picked poli-sci in college, and I just gravitated towards, I was gonna go be a ski bum after UCLA, and I decided to go straight to law school. Otherwise, I'd be still probably a ski bum.
Oh, yeah, you were going to be a ski instructor.
You're gonna be. You like skiing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was a...
Are you like
for
avid?
like 45 years?
Are you like a pro skier
Yeah.
or like competitive?
No, not competitive.
very
but
good?
Just I've been skiing.
You don't
all
do like
along.
those slalom courses where you have to
Yeah.
hit the flags and shit. Like
I've done them, but I'm not a fan. It's just
What do you like to do? Just free ski?
mogul skiing was my favorite.
What's that?
That's when you go through the bumps.
Oh, where there's like a little
There's all the bumps. You
Yeah.
can that's what
Is that
those
where you
are
like
moguls.
where you
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting off track.
Okay, let's go. You're right, let's go. Back on track. So how he got into law was he always forgets.
Oh no! See, why do you tell my
Because-
story?
because
he tells it
he
wrong.
tells it wrong.
He tells it wrong. It's my story.
Well, this is what I learned. I learned there's there's 3 sides to every story.
No, there's 2.
Your side, my side, and the truth.
Correct.
Yeah, so there's 3
Did
sides.
you talk to my wife?
I just learned that. I didn't just learn it, but this is how it is because everyone's gonna embellish a little bit. But you were gonna be a ski. Well, how'd you learn to ski if you're in the fucking LA Valley, Orange County? There's no snow out here. What are you doing?
I skied probably one year over 60 days. We have local mountains. For one, I grew up in Orange County. I wasn't out here very long in Van Nuys, but in Orange County, you're 90 minutes from snow when it's and I went through some seasons growing up where there was
Traffic wasn't as bad as this today.
No.
Oh no!
No, it was a different time back then. Like the freeway,
Much,
everything
yeah.
was like an hour to get to.
Hour and a half to Big Bear.
Yeah, not like a 4-hour
Right,
trek.
Rightwood's
No.
like 90
Right.
minutes or less.
Yeah, I remember everything in LA used to be 20 minutes, and now,
Now it's an hour and a half.
now 20 miles is
Least.
taking 2 hours.
That's
LA time. So, you were just got hooked on skiing eventually. Yeah, I see you trying to open the Adamil OG. There's a little rip on top. Yeah.
Childproof.
No, yeah. It's user friendly. Right there where that lip is. Boom.
Bing
Oh, that sounded
bango.
great.
I've done this once or twice.
Yeah, it's great to. I'm excited to see.
Well, I
you
knew
guys
I had to
smoke
keep going.
the OG.
I knew I had to keep going.
So what? Did you realize there's nothing in the ski industry, so you had to like find something else, or you just went to what law school? Did you do it at UCLA?
No, hell no. Western State University College of Law.
But you went to UCLA.
I did go to UCLA.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, I went to undergrad at UCLA after 2 years at a junior college.
Okay, so you did like the whole like American.
Well, you have to go to the junior college if you don't have the grades out of high school.
Right.
And I did not have the grades out of high school.
So you went to community college.
Community college. You go there for 2 years, and you can just about go anywhere you want.
After that.
And that's what I did. And my best buddy went to UCLA, so I went up to UCLA and joined a fraternity and almost didn't graduate and had to go an extra quarter. And let's not go there. That'll go way down another road we can talk about another time.
Is that where you were selling weed or getting weed?
We're talking about Johnny Depp and George Young.
Okay. So we were skiing other ways.
Yes.
Oh.
And
is this
weed.
what we're talking about the whole time?
And
when you
weed.
said,
And
wait, so when,
No,
hold
no.
on. Hold on. This is what I just learned. You were saying you're going to be a professional skier and you love doing those courses with all the bumps. So was that what you're talking about the whole time, or were you literally
No.
talking about skiing for real in the
for
snow?
For real, for
Because
skiing
I'm
in
so
the snow.
confused right now.
But he took bumps while he was going over the bumps.
Okay.
There was a period of time I'm sure I did that.
Okay. I mean, what was that? The 80s?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I heard it was
Have you ever watched that movie Blow with Johnny Depp? You
Yes.
ever watch it?
Yes.
Of
course.
I was doing his blow at that time period.
Oh, what? You had the plug.
Well, I don't know if it was
was
exactly
George.
his, but he supplied
had
that
the whole
entire
market.
area.
Right.
So that's who it
You were in
must
his
have been.
market.
Shout out to George Young.
Damn.
Yeah, we actually smoked. I smoked with him at a cannabis convention a couple years ago before he passed away.
Oh, dang. Yeah, he used to come to the weed events,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
wild to see.
He was cool.
What? So instead of a ski instructor, you went and went into law. You're just like, let me try this out. And then while that was happening, you're still in school, and then you're trying to act. What did you want to be growing up? Were you always like, I'm gonna act?
I
Were you doing
started
theater?
about,
Were you a
like,
drama kid?
Yep.
Were you always dressing like this in school?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Were you like suit at school? Were
Well,
you
no,
those
it wasn't a suit.
Were you
but
the
it
kids
was
that were-
bright colors? My shirt matched my socks.
I thought you said Sue.
suits? No,
No, I wasn't
'cause
wearing. I wasn't
'cause
wearing suits.
There were
a boy
certain
called
kids.
Sue.
There were certain kids that were in the school that, especially the one I went to, where they would come in like dressed in like suits with the
No.
briefcase instead of a backpack.
No,
because it was like that's why their parents made them. It's like, oh, start working. Like that's how you do. I'm like, yo, that's so boring, and you're forcing these kids to not express
No,
themselves.
I had
This
the
is
Puma
wild.
sweats and all the break. I was the break dancer too. It was in the Krazulu crew. Was our breakdancing crew.
Shut the fuck up right now, Mark. You were in a dance group. Wait, I did see you do some. Was it at your son? Was it
was
a
at
bar
my
mitzvah?
son's bar mitzvah,
You
yeah.
had a whole dance crew come out and you did a choreographed fucking hip hop routine.
Yep, those guys were actually took second or third on America's Got Talent.
What?
Junior New System. They're still doing stuff. And
New System?
Junior New
New
System.
System.
Junior New System.
And they came and they taught you a
came
whole
to
routine.
perform, and
You still
I
remember
surprised
it?
Everybody, a little bit, but I that was 6 years ago already.
Because I know, because you do like the spoken word. You love, I mean, your IMDb is 800 pages long. Like I said,
getting
you were in
longer.
Saved by the Bell. You were in Blossom. You were in like all these movies I was watching growing up in the late 1900s. You were in all these TV shows I was watching. So were you just
So I was doing musical theater. I did all that. I started with like when I was really young, and my parents put me in musical theater. I did summer stock every year, musicals, dance, recitals, all that stuff. And then through high school, I actually created the drama club in our high school. At our high school.
Shut the fuck up.
Whitney High School, very small school.
They didn't have a drama club, and you're like, we need a drama club.
Yep.
We need to get one right
That's
now.
right.
I need to do a
Exactly.
show.
And you know what? That's exactly
Do it.
how they said it.
It did it. I was the president of the first drama club, and
He
that was
sounded the
in my-
same way.
in my senior year.
And that program still exists.
It
at that
exists
school?
today, yes.
And do they know this is brought to you by Wasserman?
Yes.
Do you go now to the shows?
Every now and again. In fact,
Do you have reserved seats in the auditorium?
not yet, but about just before the.
This is wild. Have you spoken about this before?
Nah, not too much. When he lets me.
Yeah, I love
No, a
y'all.
couple years ago they had their 100th show, and they brought back alumni to do a performance.
Oh, what?
And I did a little bit from Oliver. If you feel familiar
Okay.
with that
Do you remember
that
your
musical.
lines?
Yeah, I was doing Fagin. You know, it was you've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. Hey. You've got to pick a pocket or two.
Hey. And then you did
he'll get mad if I keep.
He
going.
already said stop it. Speaking of 100th episode, I just got this in the facts. This is actually our 50th episode with this new format that we've been doing. Shout out to the production. Shout out to Eric and Travis and Adrian. And of course, Kentron, the 50th episode of this new format, dude.
We're gonna have to come back for the 100th.
Well, okay, we can make 100 spectacular. Maybe we'll do a big event for the 100. Yeah. I mean, because you guys have used to come to the events that we used to throw, the sessions that we did every Sunday.
Oh, God, the secret sesh.
Yeah.
The secret session.
We just, the session, the Sunday sesh.
Secret sesh.
It was a very good time in life, and I tried to express to people to really enjoy and take in what's really happening, because I've seen a lot of things come and go, and that was a great... I mean, sessions exist all the time now. We just had APG is now doing a bunch of events and sessions, and they did the Dabwoods and they did the 420 sesh. We got.
You know what? I'm remembering when you and Tim were in our office.
We did.
2016 or
talking
whatever
about
it was.
the legalities of what we can and can't do.
And you guys created the cooperative as we suggested and had member agreements.
Yeah.
I remember there were a few times where we came and it was like, if you don't sign this.
But the coolest thing was, it was really secret for a period of time.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
well, they're the mansions.
I gotta say that
if you knew, you knew.
That 333 Live place was the shit. Yeah. It was a great location. I thought it was a great venue, so it didn't really bother me much. But before that, it was really, you drive here, you get picked up, you go. It was like,
yeah.
We were lucky enough to usually drive up to wherever it was.
Yeah. Yeah, do you want more from the Getting High With Show? Well, join our Patreon at patreon.com/the Getting High With Show, where you get more content from the Getting High With Show, behind the scene look, exclusive content, and we get to thank you at the end of every episode. Plus, you are automatically entered into our monthly giveaways. That's right, we're giving back to our Patreon subs. So join today, patreon.com/the Getting High With Show. Now, let's get higher.
But we had to take the van a few times in the beginning.
Yeah, we set the template. We built the foundation
awesome.
for this new event that's happening all over. Now there's thousands of these events all across the country. It's just crazy to see.
You were the first.
I mean, someone was going to do it.
That was the first place I did the slam poem.
Yeah, so we used to let you guys embrace the stage and present and talk about the 25 words which you guys have created. I'm sure you created it. But
it was actually
we did it. We did it together.
Together? Who wrote the script? Were you like, we need a script. We need to build this.
Well,
I feel like that's more Mark energy than Craig energy.
No, because it was more of...
It was answering questions that were coming at us on Instagram and on social media.
Because it really started with just, like, our son knew, before Instagram and all this other shit, he's been told by both of us, you shut the fuck up and you never talk to cops, you don't consent to a search. Those three things, no matter what.
That's what you always told them.
Know what he's doing, don't do this, this, and this. And that was that. And it just kind of... It rolled over into so much more after and he's the one who said, Dad, after we went on your show, I made up this account. What are we gonna do with this? I don't know what the fuck. I'm over Facebook, let alone 10 years ago going on something new.
Well, that's when I
took
over.
I look at it once a week. Like literally once a week. I still have a thing. I usually just share things I want to remember later.
But I knew what to do with it. I knew what to do with social media.
He said just tell free legal shit. No one gives free legal advice. Everybody wants $500 to go get advice. So
and I went, here, stand behind me, and we're gonna say whatever, and we're gonna
make it happen.
The beginning started with patience.
It was like 15 seconds at first.
It was 15-second videos. We did
hilarious.
A series of them on if you're a medical cannabis patient in California, what to do if you get pulled over.
Yeah.
And we did a series of those.
Which basically became from what we did on the interview, like what to do when a cop pulls you over,
Correct.
what do you say? And we learned basically the bottom line on that episode, which was like 10 years ago, is we learned don't snitch on yourself, because the law enforcement don't really know why they're going to arrest you. If they pulled you over, they have a reason or they don't. So understand what the reason is, and if they tell you, just shut the fuck up and do what they say, or they'll let you go because they're bullshitting. But they're asking you questions because they want to know why. Maybe they did pull you over for a taillight, but do they smell weed? Do you look high? Do they have a legal right to search you without your consent? Do we know know these laws, sometimes we're intimidated by the law enforcement. We just listen to what they say and give up unwilling information because they're just trying to have you snitch on yourself. So instead of answering their questions, you respond in a legal way that's not really dickish, but it's really to the point. And as long as you're polite and they understand there's nothing to fucking going on, then they'll leave you alone. And we just shut the fuck up.
That's it.
And don't snitch on yourself.
That's it.
Because, sometimes you might have to talk to, sometimes, it just depends on what the cops say, but there is a script.
Well, no, I mean, and that's how it went
Evolved.
from that basis. And then it evolved because people were like, well, what if they keep asking me questions? I don't
What if they do this? Like,
right. So
where are
we
you
finally
coming from?
said-
Where are you going? Why
Right.
does it smell
So
like weed?
I think instead of like, fuck you, it's none of your
I
fucking
saw you
business.
just leave the
or
dispensary.
lying.
I know you got weed.
Yeah,
Never
it's
lie.
none of your business.
Never
It's
lie.
No, instead
I'm
of
the law
saying
enforcement.
that,
Yeah, it is my business.
instead of saying that, you're literally saying, and it took a while, believe it or not, to think about saying the nicest way to say "fuck you." I'm not discussing my day. Is I'm not discussing my day. Not like I'm not going to talk to you. I don't answer questions.
Right.
I'm not talking to you.
That's
fuck
irrelevant
you.
to why you pulled me
It's
over.
like
Why'd you pull me? Yeah.
I'm not discussing my day.
Yeah. Why'd you pull me over?
That's first though, usually,
Right.
yeah. And that was first to it, but that came about later as well. It got added because of a new case that came down from the Supreme Court saying you could literally waive your right to silence by being silent. If you don't say,
I
invoke the fifth, and you just stay silent, and then you look away when they ask you this incriminating question, you do that whole guilty look. We all know what it is. You're a kid and you're like, you steal that cookie? There's crumbs in your mouth. You turn away, you look, your hand goes up, and they can use that against you.
Yeah, the
So you have
physical
to say
reaction.
it.
And someone
Explicitly.
said, someone got nailed for that, and they went on
Ooh.
Red Bull.
Yeah, my favorite. We're trying to get the sponsorship. Shout out to Red Bull. And shout out to Rosin Tech. I see you really enjoy those hash walkers. We got these hash walkers from Rosin Tech. We went to Apothecary for the prize. We got a little selection. I see you rolling up the LOG. How is it? Do you open it? You smell it? And I see you with the Rosin Tech hash walkers. And I know you got some Rosin Tech as well. The dab. I got the Cobra Coil here. We got Rosin Tech. Look. The Pop Brothers were out here. They went shopping. I know they got some West Coast Cure joints. They got the LOG.
Hey, we also have the Shut the Fuck Up pre-roll
What?
that we just dropped. And, the tube has the script on it. It's a nice OG indica. And I tell you,
It's just a nice, simple, inexpensive. Most
Flower.
stores that have them are selling them at like $5.
Let's
$5
go.
and
And
if you smoke
could
it,
you could put it next to any other one out there. I won't mention names.
Is
Whatever.
it not like brown and stemmy? If people think a $5 joint, they're gonna think
no,
it's like
no, it's
some-
all green.
hey, he approved it.
There's
He
no fancy
approved it.
terps. It's not infused.
He's a snob over here with
it's
pre-rolls.
just high grade stuff.
And if you smoke it, you will shut the fuck up when cops ask questions.
Yeah, because you just read it. I mean, I see you guys with that whole script. You guys have gone live multiple times to play games on live. You've got interactive with it. You've gotten super engaging with like dabs and workouts. You got on a whole like. Didn't you win like a workout challenge? Didn't you win $500 doing
I did doing the beach body challenge.
Boy, that was a long time
I got
ago.
ripped.
I did
That
a little
was-
research.
That must have been 2008, 2010, something like that.
What? So like
But that was for a
15 years
movie.
ago.
I had to gain 50 pounds and then lose it for a movie. That's why I even did that.
What?
And it was right when that was coming out.
And you still do? Do you still do dabs and workout?
I can't put it on our Instagram anymore
Why no one wants to see you sweaty and all
Yeah.
fucking?
because we have to do compliant social media. If you notice, we don't smoke. They bleep out our cuss words, and so I'm doing it, but you're not seeing it.
You have a only bongs page for that.
I'm gonna need to get one of those.
So my only
is there
bongs to
only
watch me
bongs?
work out.
That's it. We got to do only bongs.
That's not a bad
No, it
idea.
isn't.
Get on there. Yeah, I'm on there.
But nope, still working out every day. Now I'm working out with my son.
Oh, that's awesome. What is it like? What's like a daily routine? Are you working out too, Craig?
3 days a week, I'm doing MMA training.
Oh, what? Like actual grappling and strikes and
Yeah, strikes, kicks.
that. And what are you working?
I work out 7 days a week, 5 days a week with my son at the gym, And
Just
then,
doing full body.
Yeah, he does the routine. We go 5 days, 2 days off.
That's awesome to have.
And then I'm also doing a video program called Pio, which is a mixture of Pilates and yoga.
That's you.
Uh-huh.
Look at you. You're moving quick, getting them kicks in. That's awesome. How old are you?
62.
Yeah, I get it, man.
He's gonna go MMA. He's gonna go fight in the ring. He's gonna fight Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
So okay, let me get this. Okay, so you guys both grew up in like South County, LA, Orange County border out there. You were in drama and acting. You got into arguing with people and trying to prove you're right.
I was
because you're a middle child. You're like, fuck this shit. I'm right. Everyone's wrong.
Pretty much.
And he's just like, look at me. I'm the youngest.
Got everything I wanted.
Let me do a little dance and a song.
I saved the marriage.
And then you got into law, and then you followed. You just were like, fuck acting, because that's fuck acting. I'm doing some law shit. How did that happen?
No, so when I was when I was 21.
Okay, 21.
I was heavily acting. I was writing. I wanted to make my own films, and I was also engaged. And so I was working at a post-production house called Laser Pacific, delivering film. There's all a bunch of bullshit in the industry. But I was gonna get married. I was engaged. So I was 23. Yeah, I was 23. And I'm not gonna go to medical school like my oldest brother.
Okay.
Fuck that.
What happened with the acting and the whole?
Well, I put it on hold to go to law school.
It wasn't work. What was the acting? It wasn't working. You weren't. I mean, I seen you got a bunch of roles.
No, it was working, but
you were on Blossom, bro.
I was about to get married, and I wasn't making a living at it. I still had to supplement it with the other jobs.
Right.
I did a bunch of odd jobs. We can talk about my odd jobs.
Were you doing like waiting, like working in restaurants?
Name it. I worked at Disneyland. I put on costumes and did
Disneyland?
kids parties.
Were you like a performer or just like an employee?
No, I worked I worked there for 1 day.
What happened? You got fired?
No. I got hired to be a culinary host at the Plaza Restaurant.
Bored.
What do you? I love Disneyland.
I'm talking
what do you
to the
mean?
host.
I mean, this is.
Yeah, he's shutting me off again. Yeah.
A culinary host at Disney. That means you have to show them all the food to eat.
Well, and seat them and stuff like that. I thought.
A culinary host. Oh,
and
that's
then when I got there, they gave me a bucket and an apron and started to go clean up all the dirty food from last night.
You were a busboy.
And I did that for 7 hours. And then my dad, I was 15. My dad picked me up and I said, I quit. I don't want to do that. I want to be a culinary host.
I'm not a busboy, bitch.
Yeah. Then I went and worked at a video store for a long time too.
Like where they had to rent videos. Like
we had to take Tracy Lords off the shelf.
Oh, on VHS. Was that like where they had to rewind it or they got fined?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, we had a good scam going too. Some of the employees.
Imagine people don't realize having to go to a store to rent a video to watch at your house.
I just saw that Brands That Built America on the History Channel has a whole thing on that.
On what, like Blockbuster?
Yeah,
and
how Blockbuster took over the video store
and then
space.
Fucked up when Netflix hit them up.
Netflix, they tried to sell to Netflix.
No, Netflix.
I didn't know that.
Netflix tried to tell Blockbuster to buy them, and Blockbuster was like, nah, we're good.
No, and what I just saw on the History Channel, it was Blockbuster went to Netflix and said, look, this is a great match because Netflix to Blockbuster. My bad.
Yeah.
You're right.
And Blockbuster was like, I'm cool.
Right.
And then Netflix like, fuck you.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're good.
You're right.
You out here smoking some hash walkers, rolling that LOG.
Wife's gonna drive me home.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. But yeah.
Getting too high is just as bad as drinking.
Basically,
so don't drink and drive.
Netflix went to Blockbuster like, you should use us. And they're like, no, we're Blockbuster, fuck you. And Netflix like, okay.
Sell it to
bye.
Them for they said $50 million.
Yeah,
now it's worth a billions.
Now I think Netflix and chill, that trademark is probably worth a gazillion. Just that. So many things have marketed around that.
And now we're marketing weed.
Wild, right?
Just wait till they let it on the actual where you can actually advertise it.
I mean, they kind of accept it now. I've heard it on radio. I've seen
Yeah.
billboards. I remember the day where there was no platform for cannabis brands. There was
Right.
no really
Nothing.
cannabis
You
brands. It
either
was just
knew, or you either knew the Apothecary was like there, or
Yeah.
you didn't know it was there.
yeah, you had to find some websites because branding cannabis wasn't really around.
They
And like
don't
one
get
of the
it.
first brands I think that was out there was West Coast Cure. They kind of had was one
Gotta
of
say,
they were one of the first actual people to be like,
Right.
we are a
Yeah.
brand. We have the hardcore OG. And we, now there's so many other flavors, Jared's
yeah,
making
yeah.
it. But I think that was one of the first brands, and that's how, we all started getting that whole circle going, and we were
and
chilling.
I mean, I think they were just super fortunate too that they used that. They came up with West Coast Cure.
Yeah.
Because so many other people back then, because if you remember, initially he was extracts. He did
Yeah, it
flour
was just,
and then it was extracts.
yeah, I remember the
and
hardcore.
There were so many people who were the
Shatter.
extract company.
yeah.
The
Right.
company was like extract.
Using
was,
the illegality.
was
right?
Something
in,
extracts,
was
yeah.
in the name. Like, I'm an extract
Yeah.
artist.
Shatter
so-
extracts.
I'm
or
doing
fucking-
something illegal.
Yeah,
Hello.
butter
So
extracts.
they were able to
I
take
am
something
hash.
that caught on, and it translated through every form of business that West Coast Cure was.
Right.
So I'm gonna get married. I need to make money, and I want to make money.
So I
to
tell him
make
go to
films.
law school.
And I figure he went to law school, so I'll go. And this is pretty much 10 years after he was there.
So he was already doing law for a decade, and then you're like, let me hop in on this boat. Because you were.
Well, he
Well,
helped
I said,
get,
look,
he
you
helped
can-
get
no,
me into law
no,
school.
what I said was, you're not gonna like this 100%, but what do you think I do every day when I go into judge and argue in a court and blah, blah, blah. I am an actor. I
Yeah,
act.
that's dumb. That's a dumb analogy.
I said I act. I go, be a
You're not an
lawyer.
actor.
I go, be a lawyer.
You're not writing a biography for a
Whatever,
character.
be a
You're not
lawyer.
gonna do that.
Same difference when you're in front of the judge, when you're in front of the jury, it's the same difference.
But he did help get me into law school because I was a horrible student, as it was.
Did you get like a lot of talk too much or disruption in class?
No, I just.
Did you get a lot of use?
I always did what I had to do to
Pass.
get
Okay.
by and have fun with my friends.
That's right.
But
that was
his
that.
30th birthday. It was your 30th birthday, and it was we were one of the persons there was the vice president of Western State University College of Law.
Okay, damn.
And he talked to him. He talked to him. I'm talking to him, telling him I want to go to law school, and he's like, well, do you have your AA degree? And I said, no, I have about a year's worth left if I'm going to get my AA degree, because I had gone to UC Irvine and dropped out and went out to Hollywood. And so
I'm
he
gonna be
goes-
a star.
And they had a
Culinary host.
and they had a program where if you had your AA degree and you're 25 years old and you get a 50 on the LSAT,
Which is breathing.
you could get your Juris Doctorate degree along with your Bachelor of Science in Law degree. So I was 24 at the time. I had to go get. I did TV courses and community colleges, 3-4 of them or whatever, and just got all the rest of my units in the next like 8 or 9 months. Took the LSAT and got a 45.
And you needed a 50.
I needed a 50. So
And
I
he
went
said
back.
it's breathing to get a 50, and you didn't breathe
I
at
didn't
all.
know this until now.
You know? And I go back.
didn't know that.
I get
Oh
Joel,
my
Joel
God.
Goodman, right? Joel Goodman was the vice president.
Yeah, that was my buddy.
And I went back to him and I go, man, I got a 45 on this stupid test that where the pink car in front of the yellow house questions. Let me in. And he did. And then he told me, he goes, I'm gonna be watching you, and don't fuck up. He said that, don't fuck up, because
Yeah, but on the other hand, we called it back when I went there. Their admissions policy was the whole check policy.
it wasn't like they weren't accredited back when you went. They were already
You could
accredited
write a
when I
check,
went.
so you could go to law school.
Okay.
Which was, you know what? And
I had to jump through hoops.
You learn the same shit that they learn at fucking UCLA, USC,
Right.
Bold, Stanford. You learn the same shit.
It's just reading.
It's just ridiculous how they make that a thing, but
It's just like the brand. Like,
Whatever.
where
Yeah.
did you graduate
Right.
from?
so we didn't care. We had heard anyways that where we went to school, 80% of Orange County is from that school.
a lot of judges. A lot of
Big
judges.
repping.
Judges went there. So yeah.
So law wasn't really a path that you guys saw coming. You were gonna be a ski instructor hitting them bumps, and you were gonna be a star. And you're like, let's do this law thing. And
I didn't know the law and cannabis would make me do that.
And then yeah, going from there, because you were doing, like you said, insurance work claims, and you were doing like criminal defense. And then the situation with your son nephew brought you to learn more about the cannabis law, and then you saw there was not a big market for cannabis knowledge with the law and representation, because a lot of DAs or attorneys don't really know the law, and it's a job, like, they give me your money and I'll rep you, and we're just gonna say guilty, and you're gonna accept the fucking probation
bleed them and plead them. No, really, but that's the thing. Bleed them. People out there watching, looking, I don't know what you're doing.
Look, this is your camera right here. Look.
I don't know where to look. Sorry, man.
Right there.
But remember, don't let an attorney on a criminal matter, for any matter for that matter, bleed you and plead you. That means take your money and go to your case the first day and try to make a deal where it's done. He makes a good living off of that one appearance, whatever he charged. That's not how we do it. We might charge a little more than the other guy, but we're going to go to that court. We're going to continue it. We're going to plead you not guilty. And then we're going to continue it again. And we may have to make 5-6 appearances. Other attorneys try to make as few appearances as possible.
Yeah, I remember.
Per case. And to us, it's the opposite. It's the longer you can age a case, just the more chances you're going to get, you know.
Well, it leaves open for any possibility.
Yeah.
Like their main witness, the cop. What if he gets transferred or shot?
Judge gets tired. I'm get it off my desk. It's been around 3 years.
Yeah, because I had some unfortunate circumstances with law enforcement young, and I would go to like recommended lawyers and whatever it was. I got pulled over with an eighth in my car, or there was like a pipe in my like random bullshit that, you know, in the late 1900s, early 2000s, it was still like a taboo and a huge deal.
So I'm in the mid 1900s.
You're like
When I was born in 61.
You're like mid-century.
1968. I was.
No, you're like
mid 1900s.
The 1900s,
80s, baby.
It's a new time, dude.
Mid 1900s. That sounds like there should be a horse and carriage.
There was in some towns.
Well, there still is in some, actually. Yeah,
you know, people are still living like that.
They are somewhere.
You know, they might be the smart ones though, because the way things are going right now is crazy.
Never know when that electricity goes out, you're fucked.
I was just talking about this the other day with my father about, like, what if all the satellites are like the internet, what if like the internet just crashes and there's no more internet? Like, how would people react or respond?
Did you ever see the movie The Cable Guy?
Cable Guy. Yeah, like in the late 1900s.
The end of that movie tells it all. Where he falls off and he damages the big satellite.
Dish,
everybody's TVs go off and people are all of a sudden reading a book or they're sitting around with their kids.
There's more time.
Or whatever.
Communicating.
Yeah, engaging in real life.
It comes full circle because, I mean, we had pagers, then we had cell phones, now we got phones that we don't talk on.
We had the Commodore 64.
Pager. And use it as a writing thing instead of talking. Like
BlackBerry.
Wait a minute, can't we just talk?
Not anymore. Everyone wants to text. We text all the time. DMs.
We talk into our text.
Yeah, we don't hear your voices anymore. I mean, Jim Carrey also did a movie called Truman Show, where it was like a simulation.
Yes.
How do you think? You think that's kind of real? You know, a lot of
movies.
It's
happening right now.
A lot of movies present like things that we see in the future, and you're like, wait, so this shit they've known about this? Are they just feeding us information early to get used to it when it comes out?
We're being filmed.
You just got to enjoy life until the end.
Do you think we're in are you into like conspiracies? Do you guys feel? What do you think about?
My dad lived till he was 92 freaking years old, and he did
R.I.P.
so much shit in his life that, you know what? There's no conspiracy.
What about like other living species, like different beings in other planets or galaxies?
I don't know.
Things in the ocean.
I'm comfortable saying I don't know.
What about all these like CIA
now that stuff I believe more than anything.
Where they like...
Well, I love all those movies.
Because they show us,
I'm a junkie to those movies.
So you're not into any of that? It's like, we're out here, just live your life right now. Don't fuck you. All that's just bullshit. Because the media, there's a lot
bullshit. Live your life.
Yeah. But like how, like Operation Mockingbird. I don't know if you guys heard about this. It's where the CIA would put certain individuals in media and say the news that they want the public to know. Because back then, in your time, there was
something. A trip that I just learned before our father died. I did not realize that he actually went undercover.
You didn't know that?
For the FBI.
What?
I knew that.
As an informant during McCarthyism, which all you young guys out there was during communism here, the Red Scare here in the United States in the whatever fucking year it was. I don't even know.
The late 1900s.
Yeah, you from,
no, it was probably in the.
No, that would have been in
the 60s.
Yeah, in the 60s. He also worked. You ever hear the movie?
And he had to go to meetings. Now the reason he tells me he did this, because he wanted to go to these meetings, but because he worked in aerospace, literally under defense contracts.
He had clearance.
He had all this clearance, security clearance. He had to go to the FBI and tell them about this meeting thing with the commies because he wanted to infiltrate him, but he really just wanted to go and check it out.
And just see what they're talking about.
And he ended up not giving them anything, and it ended up going away.
They're like, all right, you're useless. You just want to...
You ever hear the Falcon and the Snowman movie?
I don't remember it. No, so probably not.
It's a movie with Sean Penn, but it's about two guys.
Someone sold secrets, and it was in the same building my dad did.
No, he worked with the guy.
Yeah.
He worked with the Falcon. He worked with the Falcon. Snowman was a junkie. You know, the Snowman.
Right. The Snowman. Makes sense.
Falcon and the
Skiing doing them bumps.
And Timothy Hutton.
It was a pretty good movie.
It's a good movie.
Anyways.
So some of that shit you think is...
Fast forward to, where are we?
I was just asking if, like, you think some of those theories, the conspiracy with, like, all the government infiltration with certain things.
You know what? It's possible. It's possible. Anything's possible. But you know what? At the same time that it's all possible,
live your life.
You live your life, and you got to sit back and think. And it might. No, I might get in trouble for this
until you're in it.
No, it's. Is this really affecting me? What's going on? Whatever that may be. And you know what? You live your life. You make your living. You're a good person. Karma's great, or it's a bitch. And you live your life. That's it. Things will come around. If they don't,
worry about you and make sure you're good before you help anyone else.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of people.
I take care of my family too.
Yeah, like you, yourself, your whatever it is, your foundation, your loved ones. I know.
Just doing but it's not even about that. It's giving. It's doing whatever, being charitable at odd times, different reasons.
Yeah, just being a good person.
Just being a good person.
Positive energy.
A good community member.
Right. Like today on the way here and all that fucking traffic, I had these people that just wouldn't let me over. I'm like,
fuck you.
And then I had my hand out too, like the nice little wave thing, and finally this guy lets me in, and I give him the wave back, and I'm looking at the other people going, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why. You're just gonna end up in the same spot.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
And then some guy flipped me off because I swerved a little.
He's such a dick.
All right, well, I know you guys go to a lot of weed events and you do a lot of road trips and go all across the country. Let's say we're on a trip, we're doing a little West Coast tour, and we pull over to the liquor store, gas station, and we walk into like the convenient mart. What are we getting? Are you guys getting munchies? Are you guys munchie eaters?
You know, now, I'd probably
blueberries.
Right now, I'd probably get at least a payday. That's
that peanut.
Yeah, nougat peanut thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my cheat right now because I'm trying to. I got to go down another about 8 pounds. I'm down almost over 40 something.
60.
Okay, I just
60. Fuck.
I just weighed myself today too. I'm a little over what I mean, I was doing some crazy shit.
And you run too.
Well, not as much anymore. I did run a lot. I did that marathon.
Yeah, thing. I wouldn't run unless someone's chasing me. You better run too if you see me running.
So you're getting the peanuts. And what about, that's it? Just a payday? Are you getting a beverage?
And
a juice, a water?
What I get?
No chips? No
muscle milk maybe.
Protein?
Yeah.
Protein and peanuts. That's exciting.
That's me today.
What are you getting?
Blueberries.
Just fruit?
Yep.
Like dried fruit or fresh fruit?
No, blueberries. Fresh blueberries.
What if they don't have fresh? What, you go into like an AM PM, dude, or like a
AM
like a 7-Eleven.
All right, if then I'm gonna find whatever protein bar that has the least amount of sugar in it.
So you're gonna eat a protein bar?
Yes.
And are you getting a muscle milk too, or a protein drink?
No, I'll get probably water.
Or I will pick up one of those. There's just the fresh popcorn. get them in the
Smart food?
Smart Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Now
whatever
that's
that is.
good.
The white cheddar.
Yes. That's addictive as fuck, isn't it?
I mean, you know, I'm a fat boy. I eat a lot.
We get him on the plane. My hands got like.
It smells. You stink up the whole
and
plane.
It's got all that shit all over it.
What? All right. What do you guys? Are you listening to anything? What are you guys driving to? I know you guys had a nice little drive here in traffic. What's on? If I got in your car right
Let's
now,
see, right
are we
now,
music?
If you got on my car, it actually.
Tracy Chapman was just playing in my car.
Okay.
I go between a
On repeat, Tracy Chapman.
No, that was just the last song.
Okay.
But I have a whole
A mix.
and then Oingo Boingo was before that.
Okay.
Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
You know, like a Crowded House.
I got you.
I got a Sinatra.
Madness.
Okay, so you guys are doing like music.
And
Like-
then
Yeah,
you know, then breakdancing.
Yeah.
Music.
I go between
stuff.
hip hop, rock, Rebulation. I like him.
Oh, okay. You just
Or
looking
them.
at your playlist right now?
Music.
I like
yeah.
that. I like that.
I love musicals.
I got
Les Mis.
Bob Marley channel, Cats in the Cradle channel, Frank Sinatra channel,
Cats in the Cradle.
Blister in the Sun radio, which is cool.
Are you playing something right now?
You want to listen to Blister in the Sun?
I don't know if we can.
Here, I'll turn it down. No, I'm not playing it.
I don't know the rights. I mean, we're probably gonna get age restricted
no,
anyway.
I get
so
it. No, I was kidding.
yeah,
But anyway,
We could
so,
sing
yeah.
it.
I think it's still on. Is it on?
I haven't
I think it's still on.
You're
I think it's still on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's okay. It happens. We love technology like that, dude. You're good. You're good.
Is it off?
You're good. Yeah, I think it's off.
I closed every.
I saw you swipe up 14 times. That's wild. All right, how about this, dude? You guys are walking wherever and a portal appears. Are you entering the portal?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I'm diving in.
Yeah?
I'm stepping in.
No hesitation.
I'm
I'm
diving.
entering.
I'm stepping in.
Yeah? You're just gonna like walk in like, what's up?
I'm jumping.
If you don't own it, you gotta
Yeah.
own it.
I'm jumping.
I
in.
love that answer. I love it. You're just ready. Show
Do
me.
it.
I mean, yeah, how often are portals
Right?
around here? Yeah. That's wild. All right, let me ask you guys this again. Or not again, right now. If you could have 3 people to eat, no family members. I know we love RIP to everyone. I know all that. But if you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, any character, fiction, nonfiction, movies, whatever, who would you have? 3 different people. Who you want to eat dinner with? Take some dabs, do some workouts. Mark, I see you thinking hard.
Well, when you say any movies, any character, anything,
Yeah.
anything. That's a good question.
You're
Mr. Blonde
Mr. Blonde?
from Reservoir
I was going to
Dogs,
say, yeah.
Michael Madsen,
Yeah.
he'd be one.
Okay. Just, you could throw in anytime you want to, Craig.
I'm thinking.
He's got it 3.
I'm thinking.
You went to Mr. Blonde immediately.
Yeah,
You watched that movie a lot?
Yeah, and I like Michael Madsen. He's
All
great,
right,
great.
all right.
I think Barack Obama.
Okay, that's still possible.
Let's see.
I like that.
And I think maybe even Einstein.
Mm.
That would be a trip because he was a trip.
Yeah, he looked like a trip. All the pictures he takes.
Quentin Tarantino and Harvey Keitel,
Just get the cast.
just the 3 of them.
Let me just get them
Let's
and
go
just
to
sit
dinner,
down.
man, and
Let's talk
And
shit.
Bob Marley.
see what happens.
Okay, so you said basically the cast of Res Dogs out here with Quentin Tarantino, and you said Einstein, Bob Marley, and what was the third one?
He forgot.
Did he say? What else did he say? The first one.
I said
I forgot. Chat, you know?
Obama.
Obama, which is still possible.
Obama.
Einstein, and Marley. Good answers. Good answers. Okay, those are good little dinners. What? Final answers? I know you're gonna be driving home like, I should have changed it. What about superhero powers? You guys ever think about if you had a superhero power, what would it be?
Invisibility.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
I go with invisibility.
I think the Flash is the man. I got sucked into that goddamn universe.
So you just want like super speed?
I got sucked into that universe.
The Flash universe?
Oh. whatever it was, Green Arrow, whatever the fuck. I watched like 20 million episodes.
When they made all the TV series.
And then I watched The
crossovers.
Flash like 8 years worth. Sorry.
So you want like super fast speed, and you said invincibility. Okay, I like that. I like that. Have you guys? Do you guys play board games? Are you guys competitive with board games, or do you play a lot of those?
Past.
Although my wife's family, I was taught to play spoons.
Play what?
Spoons.
What is spoons?
Spoons. It's like musical chairs with spoons, where you sit at a table like 5, 6 in the family, and you put 5 spoons down. You put 5 spoons down, and then whoever gets, you pass the cards along. You hold 4 cards, and when you get a 4 of a kind, you grab a spoon.
Okay.
And everybody mad dashes to get a spoon. Whoever doesn't get one is out. Or gets it's like a horse, like a pig.
You get a letter or something.
You get a letter, and then okay.
But
so
if
there's
you
one-
don't, can you do it only when you have a 4 of a kind?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't get called out.
Well, no. It gets called out. Like, did you make a move? Did you do it too soon?
Okay.
Or you didn't know? Or my wife and I was funny before her father passed away. We played, and I didn't have the 4 of a kind, but I looked at her and was like you're gonna do it. And I went for it, and I got it, and she had it, and she said I went too soon.
Cheater.
Because I didn't have it.
Cheater.
How could I beat her to it if she had it?
Right. How can you grab a spoon before her when she actually had the 4 of a kind?
Right.
Because that claims you had the 4 of a kind, but you
Right,
don't.
no, I read her. I
She
read
didn't
it.
have a poker face.
I read it, and her dad actually backed me. It was pretty funny.
He said he got fast like he had a superhero power. He can see the future.
See? That's
you are
funny. I
fast.
was.
You ran into the future, saw what happened, and came back. Like, damn, you already have it. You don't even
And
know
it changed everything for the future, because now look at all this.
Damn. When was the last time you guys played Connect 4?
Actually, 3 or
never.
4 weeks ago,
Where?
my house with my kid.
Oh, yeah? Are you good?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Who beat you? Well, this is what I'm going to do. Look, I'm going to do it like this. How's your angle? You got a good angle?
I got a good angle.
Instead of having 2, because I usually have, when I have 2 guests, I play 2 at the same time. But since I love the sibling rivalry, I want to play against both of you as a
Okay.
team.
Okay.
And see how you guys make it happen. Because I feel like it's going to be
But
entertaining.
we have to get 4 in a row.
What are we, yellow?
Yeah, whatever. You want to be yellow? You can be yellow. And you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Well, if we're not,
Yeah, do you want more from the Getting High With Show? Well, join our Patreon at patreon.com/the Getting High With Show, where you get more content from the Getting High With Show, behind the scene look, exclusive content, and we get to thank you at the end of every episode. Plus, you are automatically entered into our monthly giveaways. That's right, we're giving back to our Patreon subs. So join today, patreon.com/the Getting High With Show. Now, let's get higher.
I went.
I know, but I was gonna tell you to go somewhere else.
You want a mulligan? You
No,
want to redo
no,
it?
no,
You guys want to
no,
discuss it, or you
no,
good?
it's okay.
Where were you going to go?
This doesn't matter.
Fuck
I'm not
him.
gonna tell you my
No,
technique.
well, I'm gonna go in the middle. Can you tell me after I go? Where are you gonna go here?
No.
Is that where you were gonna went?
No, go to the left of it.
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
Is that the left? All right, let's go right here.
No, not you.
Oh, hold on. This thing's about to fall. Let me
You have to get
fix
4
it.
in a row.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
You have to
gonna-
get 4 in a row.
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
gonna start. He's gonna start screwing us. Good.
What do you tell him where to go?
He's
We're
not
a
listening to
team.
me.
We're a
Won't
team. You
listen
guys
to
are a
me.
team versus me.
You need to go to the end.
What end?
You need to go. No. You need to go right here.
Why does it keep falling? Hold on.
We need to. He's setting us up.
No, this thing keeps falling. I don't want it to fall.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm
How can
scared.
I cheat?
It's. I feel like it's about to fall. I didn't fully set it. It's riding in the middle. Hold on. Before it gets. Hold on. Let me make sure which is the right way so it doesn't fall. Is it this way or is it this way? I don't know. I'm so high. I'm gonna go this way. All right. I'm gonna leave it right there. It's my turn, right? Let me just end this real quick because I'm nervous. Don't fall.
So now you have to block him. He's gonna go 4. You gotta go there.
What? You're making me nervous, dude. My
He's
palms are sweaty.
mom spaghetti.
Are you still doing spoken word? Are you?
Go right here.
Where?
Here?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm so nervous.
Why? That was a dumb move. That was a waste of a fucking coin.
Why? Where would you have went?
Right here.
Okay, well I'm gonna go here.
See, I knew you wouldn't do that.
'Cause I want to block you.
Okay, now go right here, and then we'll
Can
win.
I drop 2 at
Go
once?
right here, and we win.
Wow, you guys
Connect
did it as a
4.
team.
Connect 4.
You should listen to your
You
brother.
weren't listening to me from the beginning.
Let us win.
From jump.
No, you just have to.
I
you
saw
guys
what
were
you
a
were
team.
doing.
You had a good team, dude.
This is checkers, not chess.
It is chess for ADD, though.
It is chess.
There's strategy.
This is chess.
Because I could have went right here to win.
Well, I was wondering.
Yeah.
But you saw.
But I wanted to teamwork, dude. I want to see you guys work together and see if you guys can do it as a team. But
We
it wasn't
won.
a team. It was, I'm going to go here, then you're going to yell. And if he has a strategy, you fuck up the
I don't
strategy.
think I've ever played this.
What? You never played Connect 4?
I've seen you play it.
I'm Hasbro recognized.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Congratulations. You see, just listen to the little bro sometimes, maybe.
And the funniest thing is, I swear to God, is a couple weeks ago I was watching some of your shit and I go, we haven't been on that show yet. And you must have heard through the waves or something. I go, I've never played that game.
Well, you have a great little brother that keeps in contact and, makes
do.
sure we're cool. And it's
I'm
like,
out there.
Let's make it happen. And I wanted to make sure the schedule was right. You know, we usually don't record on this night, but we did a special exception for you guys. And I appreciate you guys coming up. What are you guys up to now? What's going on? I see you got papers. I see you got joints. What's happening with y'all? You guys still doing the shut the fuck up Fridays? Are you still doing?
Well, we're changing over. I think our where we're doing that. We had to change our social media presence. I mean, it was kind of. I mean, it went from, breaking the stigma, which is why we didn't give a shit if we smoked while we gave tips.
And said fuck.
And said fuck, and said cops, and said this, and said that, and smoked, and like,
Said
fuck you.
The Constitution.
But we ended up deciding that it was worth giving that up. If we could get giving up, breaking the stigma, smoking, and because I love smoking on air. I mean, we were the only attorneys ever to.
But you were scared to do it at first.
Well, yeah, I was. Oh, absolutely.
I was ready to
You're
go.
like, let's
He
do
didn't
it.
care. I've got a bar card for 25 years already, right? And
I had one for 15.
It's
Yeah.
35, 37 now, but I'm like, oh, should I do this? But once I did it,
Once you were on the show, you're like,
I
fuck
was
it,
like,
let's
fuck-
do it. We
fuck
got
it.
this page, and let's make it happen.
and we ended up doing it. I forgot what I was
But
gonna
we
say.
didn't know. We thought we're gonna get a few new clients. It'll, free advertising, and we can teach people stuff.
Yeah,
that
just
they know.
educate them
it just
on.
started. I mean, what
There was
happened
just
was
tits
we-
and weed back then.
I mean,
on
we
Instagram.
We fell ass backwards as we were doing our every day, making up a tip. What could we tip it about today? Smell
people in
this,
California.
That. Only people in California.
Which
And-
is kind of general knowledge as well.
Well, what happened was it started to the stuff about interacting with the police is based on your constitutional rights, which is in every state. So as we started getting down that road, it became more relevant to the United States, not just, hey, we're California attorneys, we only deal with California law, but these rights you have, 4th, 5th, 6th Amendment rights, are attached to you in every state.
They're applicable everywhere.
In all criminal laws, we can't talk specifics, but those rights are protected no matter where you live. And that kind of took on a life of its own. And that's what had catapulted us. And that's where we figured when we got this new social media guy who said, if you want to go from 450 up to whatever, you can't smoke, you can't cuss, you can't say cop, you can't say constitution, you can't
But
say
we can have
rights.
smoke around us.
You can't, yeah, we've learned. We
you
just
can't show. You can't smoke it, but you can.
can't talk about it. Can't
smoke
say
can be there.
can't say cops. Can't say constitution.
Can't say rights. Can't say rights.
Those are all AI.
Why are we saying them right now? Stop saying them, dude. Now you're age restricting us. What the fuck?
You're fucked too many different ways.
Damn. You can't say this. You can't say this. Thank you, age restriction.
It's on social
What
media.
the fuck? There goes all our reels. There goes all our motherfucking.
You gotta bleep them out.
Yeah, no, it's
You
all
know,
right.
That's what. Well, we get complaints.
Can you have text? Like bleep it
No.
out, but have text?
Yes,
but
yes,
no,
but
but
the
the-
text has to be like
Like
a
that.
cop car. Not even
He
say
just
cops.
He takes
Okay.
the word out. It's not even there.
It's just like a
You gotta-
ampersand, fucking exclamation point,
No,
question
it's
mark.
just not there.
Is that
It's just not there.
Damn.
And if we say the word, we try not to say it now, but if we say it, he'll just bleep it out.
Because we got yelled at by people who follow us because initially we said Shut the freak up.
That's whack.
Oh my dude.
The fans spoke.
Yeah, everybody spoke, and we ended up just shut the fuck up. He has to bleep it.
Well, we had to delete
Shut the freak up is like so.
3,000 videos,
We deleted every smoking video.
which was pretty much
Did
every
you delete it
video.
or archive it?
No,
No,
delete.
we had to delete it. Couldn't
per
archive it.
per his instructions.
Couldn't archive
Who is
it.
this guy?
Genius.
We'll go over it later.
Did he help?
Well,
Yes.
450, 420, whatever the fuck we had a year and a half ago.
We had 470.
We are, as of right now, after we took his advice, it hurt me. It hurt me hard to the core that I had to stop smoking. But we just turned 904,000.
And that's on IG.
That's just on IG.
All our platforms got us close to 2 million.
Wait, what? That's your following count right now on IG?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Last 6 months.
Because last time I checked, it was like, you know.
Last 6 months, we had got throttled. We got throttled.
Well, everybody did.
What we heard from our guys.
You guys almost got 1 million, and I was with you guys
In the
when you
beginning,
created it.
yes.
And I've gone through 26 different fucking accounts in those 10 years, and you guys got the same
Feels
fucking
so
account.
bad.
And almost out of, I can only imagine where the fuck I would be right now. That motherfuckers, let's go! Congrats, dude. Hell
We
yeah.
had to stop smoking and cussing.
Fuck,
and
dude. But
everything.
you know what's
the message
crazy?
is
But it
same.
shows you that
The same
if you,
message.
it shows.
Did you follow the rule? That's crazy.
And
because-
now we're getting more of our "stay safe from police" word out to more people. It's
Bro.
not only about me having a platform to go fuck you. I can smoke.
yeah, that's wild. You
Is
guys,
that crazy though?
so you can't say those words. You can't post that. Hey, we're taking notes on this because
You can't write them. You can't
I've
hashtag
had
them.
so many accounts since then, and that's just wild
I
to
know.
see the account you created on the first time you were on this show.
Yeah.
And now it's almost at 1 million followers, and that is just for saying shut the fuck up and doing.
The last.
Who's like the wildest? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say to that. The last 30 days, we got another 100,000 followers.
Is
in
this
the
just
last
for like who is like the most like the wildest person you guys did the video with? Where were you like, oh my god, like what the
JT
fuck moment?
Compost when he was on our show and got blasted drunk.
That's someone we interviewed at Cannabis Capital. At Cannabis Capital,
yeah?
what happened?
we did.
When we were doing our little show
there,
Uh huh.
and he
was
brought.
a guest. Did you ever watch Queen of the South?
I think it's on Prime Video or Paramount or one of those.
I think I've seen.
It's
I
pretty
haven't
good.
seen
if
it,
you,
but
if you
I heard
like
it.
drug cartel type shows, that's what it was.
Okay.
And he played a badass guy on that show, but he in real life he was fucked up. I mean, he was
basically drank a bottle of tequila
before the show.
and was just
But other than that,
wild.
I mean, other than that, I think Snoop was really cool.
Well, Killer Mike was cool too.
Well, I saw Killer might give you a super shout out.
Right on.
He's done it a couple. He has shouted us out on CNN while being interviewed.
Oh, that's awesome.
He has
CNBC.
shouted us out from the stage at Coachella. I think a year ago or what have
And
you.
he's telling people like just to shut the fuck up, or is he
Just
saying the
listen to these
script, the
guys.
25 words?
Yeah, he just said
Shut
these
the fuck
guys
up.
is basically shut the fuck up.
Follow the Pop Brothers at Law, and you'll remember to shut the fuck up or something like that.
Do you like doing those games with people where you're like, let's do the script?
Yeah, the script challenge.
Yeah. Do people shock you? Like you think people know it and they always fuck up?
No, well, there's a handful.
How do you
of-
think I would do?
You would get it. You
think
got
so?
it. You
I think it's,
better.
like, embedded
You
in me
better.
after like a decade. I think I know, but
If you're our nephew, you better.
I think it's like tattooed. Just like right out. Here's my script. Bam. Yeah. I think I got it. I think I would do great.
You ready?
Wait. Oh fuck. I know I'm. Oh, he like we played a game earlier. Now it's time for
we're
you to.
gonna play the
Damn. Why
game.
you take off the sunglasses?
Because the game starts when I become the cop.
Damn. When is that? Here. I don't. Let's try it without the script. I don't need a cheat. Let's see if
That's
I can do
not
this.
cheating. That's making sure you do it
Taking
right.
notes. I
That's
got you.
He's absolutely right.
I got you though. Let's see how I would do. Can I do it while rolling a blunt?
Yes.
Is
You
it
can
do
legal for me to
whatever you
answer
want.
these questions while?
Yes.
All right. I'm rolling
For
a blunt.
purposes of the game, but if you're in
All
your
right.
car, you
I'm
don't,
at the.
don't roll a
I'm,
blunt.
I'm at a park. I'm at a where can I be legally outside consuming cannabis? Is that legal?
Do you have your physician's recommendation?
I'm over 21.
Okay, here's the difference.
Do you have your physician's recommendation? That's a yes or
I'm
no.
speaking for the general population right now, not
Who doesn't?
In your room.
just regulation 21 over.
In
Okay,
your room.
Adult use, sorry.
In your room, under your covers, unless you're like at one of these great places that allow you to do it on premise.
Or you're at a private place. You can't be anywhere in the public.
That's
Legal.
why we
What
actually
if I'm in a
recommend.
smoking section?
Doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. Now, if you have your physician, so if you're in California,
Okay, wait. I'm in a designated smoking
Doesn't
section.
matter.
yeah, you can't smoke your cannabis
In
if you're,
public.
If you're just 21 and over, and
Done.
that's it.
You can't.
cannot.
As adult use, you can't like walk in the sidewalk smoking
correct,
weed. or
Correct.
Be at a venue smoking weed.
Correct.
Correct.
I mean, if the venue itself
If it's a
allows
private-
it, if it's a private event, then they can allow what they want.
Unless it like fucks with their liquor
not in
license
the-
or something.
Well,
'cause
that's their
If
problem.
they can ban, if you're somewhere that bans it, that's private property. That's, I don't know if that's even a ticket. That's like kick you out. It's their property. They don't want it. You don't,
Right.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so I'm over 21. I'm in my private residence. I'm smoking weed. The cops knock on my door.
No warrant, no entry.
There's a call from the neighbors because they smell marijuana.
No warrant, no entry.
Okay, they knock on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Hey,
No warrant, no entry.
we got to complain about marijuana smoke.
No warrant, no entry.
We're not trying to warrant. We're not trying to search. We're just.
Sir, no warrant, no entry.
We're just trying to talk about the
Sir,
marijuana.
no warrant, no entry.
Now, if he's gonna claim, oh, there was a robbery or something.
They call it exigent circumstances. Exigent
An
If there's a
emergency.
reason for them, like if you get
But
dogs,
there
or-
better be emergency. Like someone
Right.
called, they heard people screaming to death.
But you want to say,
We're coming
I don't
in.
consent. And if they're gonna come in, you step aside. And
I mean,
you
they
try
don't
to
ask
fi-
you.
and
If they
try
have
to
the
film them.
emergency, they don't ask.
They're just gonna
They
kick the
don't have
door
to.
in and come in
Yes.
because I've seen this happen on live streams as well, where
Yes.
people get doxxed and they just call something and SWAT comes in and
They think something bad is
assess- yeah.
happening.
And it's just like, so if I'm just over 21, I'm in my rented property. I don't own it. I'm a renter. The neighbors or whatever, someone smells cannabis and they call the cops, and the cops do show up because cannabis consumption is
Okay.
being smelled.
First of all, does your owner, does he care? The landlord?
There's no rules. There's nothing that forbids it.
Then whatever. Then no entry, no
That's
warrant,
it.
no
No
entry.
entry.
So we smell marijuana.
No warrant, no entry.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
probable cause for a
Okay.
search. That's not probable cause.
Okay,
for a
and
search.
That's it.
what if you just gonna be like, okay, and
And then you close the door, and you don't even answer the
You
door.
don't even
Okay.
open the door. It's through the door.
don't even
no,
have to answer
No
the door.
warrant, no entry.
yes, can I? So what
They
if
won't
you're
be,
just
they'll
like,
have to walk away at some point.
well, the average person will see police and be like, oh, what's up? Can I help you? What's going on?
Right. Right. They did that to me once. They actually, I opened the door. That happened to me once. And I opened the door and he tried coming in and I told him he couldn't come in. He had to leave.
Yeah.
And that's when he
No
started.
warrant, no entry.
That's when he asked me for my ID. And I'm like, you just came into my house. Now you're asking me for my ID?
Yeah.
Because I said, no. What are you doing walking in here?
Yeah.
I didn't open the door for that reason. And he had to walk out.
Okay. So as long as you know, so
Yeah.
in your house, as long as cannabis isn't a probable cause for them to fuck with you or give you any
Correct.
type of
It is not
entry.
probable cause
Correct.
whatsoever,
Okay.
nor in your vehicle alone.
What do you mean?
The smell alone is not probable cause to search you. Alone.
If they smell it.
If they smell
But
it.
what do you mean
If
if
they
they
got
see
a
it?
lit pipe in the console, you got your rig. Kids
What
still
if you got
doing
like an
that?
E-rig?
Are kids still doing that?
What?
Didn't you used to do that? I know Jared did.
What?
The
Rig
rig,
in the
the rig
center
in the
console?
center console.
Yeah, I had a custom rig made to fit like that,
Yeah.
and like it would fit in the cup holder.
Okay, not anymore, right?
No. Now I just like I don't consume while I drive.
Okay, good. So, anyways, those kids, this doesn't really apply if they've got both the smell and looking like they had been doing it while they were driving.
Now what if you're
If
like
it's just smell alone,
they can't? So what if you like pull up to a spot like, oh, we got that scenic overlook. We're gonna find the spot and smoke out and chill. And is
cop
that
comes up,
Now
And
you're
a cop-
now you're smoking in public.
potentially
You know,
in
and
public.
and that's
it's
a-
legal to smoke in your car. Like
on
that.
private property?
Anywhere if you're I believe you can smoke anywhere in a car.
No, that's not true.
I think so.
You can't.
Unless
smoke-
it's a
you can't-
non-smoking area,
What if you're 1,000 feet within a school or youth facility?
then you couldn't do it either. Although
So
in a
not
car,
anywhere.
I don't know.
But in a car, aren't you in public?
Not necessarily.
Your car's in public.
I don't know. It's a good argument.
I don't know.
So you would recommend probably not to.
That
Correct.
recommendation would be not to.
Not to just.
Unless we're in California.
Well, you
have,
got tinted windows.
now you got a physician's recommendation. Then there's only 5 places you cannot smoke. Within 1,000 feet from a school or youth facility, in a motor vehicle that's operating, while operating a boat, on a school bus, and in no smoking zones, which could be.
So if you have a doctor's note that recommends cannabis for you, you cannot smoke in those 5 places, but anywhere else.
You're
I
good.
Can,
The,
so if
example you had of being in a smoking area,
I can do that.
You could do that.
if that smoking is an area that allows cannabis.
Well, no.
If there's smoking sections, or
they're-
if I'm walking down the
if
sidewalk
you're walking down the street, you can now smoke.
as a cannabis
As long
patient,
as you're not 1,000 feet from a school or youth
a school or some bullshit excuse.
Right. Or now remember this: no smoking zone. There are cities
That are
that
no
are no
smoking.
smoking cities.
100%. Yeah.
Anything
And
like
you got to know those.
Manhattan Beach for one, and I
Santa
think-
Monica, I think. No, and
and,
Malibu. I think.
Laguna or something. But that's why it's important if you're gonna consume your cannabis in public, smoking it, then you want to know the laws wherever you are. That's just California we're talking about.
So you should just educate yourself. No, you guys practice in Cali, so these are all Cali laws. We saw your education on the other state laws, which was very entertaining, dude. You guys talked about the sessions. You guys like going to these cannabis events? Is it great to see? I know you were talking about brickweed, now like seeing the evolution of cannabis and pens and pre-rolls and infused. I see you finished that whole pack of rosin tech hash walkers. You're like a smoker, huh?
Well, you know,
The nail is hot too. I know you got dabs. If you want to take a dab, we still got dabs.
I wasn't sure how this
Oh,
works.
this is, you just take the.
I don't wanna
'cause it's-
break
No,
anything.
you just go like this and you put it on, and then you put your dab on, and then here's your carb cap, and you should just dab. Because I see you doing like dabs and doing hardcore calisthenics and sweating. Your hair looks so electrifying in some videos. I'm like, this guy is just out
I'm
here.
working out, man.
Just peacocking. It's great to see you guys doing what you're doing. 900,000. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even look that up, dude.
It just went crazy not that long ago.
And that's
Well, 100,000 last month.
I mean, we excuse me. I mean, not to downplay it, but I mean, the guy who took over our account knows what AI is looking for. Explained what shadow banning meant to me because I had no fucking clue. And that once we got all that stuff fixed, the algorithm allows it to be pushed out to the world, not just your followers. When you get shadow banned, they only show your followers.
yeah.
They don't push you out to the world. So I guess that's what I gave up, was to be able to get pushed out to the world and not get throttled and shadow banned.
To everybody. So I mean,
Here we are.
listen, I'm gonna talk to you guys after the show, see what's up, because listen, 26 accounts, you know, just out here, it's just it gets harder and harder to build it. You know, back then it was just us. It was just me. You know, there was just like being a social media influencer or content creator wasn't really an occupation.
It wasn't a thing.
I was talking about this
You were ahead of your time, young man.
Listen,
How do you like that?
there is like now these corporations are looking for like social media managers or content creators, and these are actual occupations. And kids, I'm sure you guys, and you got a couple of kids, that's like their job. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a content creator. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, it must be. I mean, who else reads the terms of service? It's somebody who read the terms of service, and every time there's a change, and there's changes often.
The algorithm just came. We can't say this word
Since
now.
he first came on, you can't say this. Every 5 months, every couple months, you can't say this. You can't do this. You can't call to action. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to you know. And we've actually recently we have snuck in. We've been hotboxing really like big time and doing our tips in a hotbox car, just so the smoke's kind of still there.
Legal, yeah. So you guys been puffing really hard to.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys get a smoke machine?
Well, that's no fun.
That's no fun.
Come on.
But are you guys recording like the get high process?
Yes, we did. We just did that recently.
Because you guys can utilize that on a different
Right,
platforms
right.
and
Well,
showcase you guys actually get high and then show the
Leaf Wire
family
is
version.
the only place so far, I think.
What? So, I mean, that might be a whole new market, little niche lane to go to is like the legalities
we
of
on
social media.
What are we on here? What are we on?
We're on everything.
We're on every platform. I'm on YouTube. We're on Amazon, Spotify, Google, Apple,
Twitch.
Twitch, Kick.
Kick.
What
We
the
have a
hell's
kick.
Kick?
We have a kick. We haven't started using it yet. We have a Twitch.
Kick
too.
is another live stream platform.
Got it.
It's just,
Well,
you
we're
know,
gonna kick
we're out
it.
here trying to utilize. You know, we've been live streaming for a long time. You guys were on the live stream earlier, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
that was
That's
the
when I
first
went.
one.
I was like, who's watching us? People who are in the studio where everybody smoke, everybody has a card, or stoners online watching.
People asking questions.
watching stoners.
Everyone's saying how much they love you and you guys are great, and they're bringing up Stickam and they're talking about how authentic this is and they love your rivalry. I don't know if they had
What
any
rivalry?
I don't know if they had any like legit like questions. They're just kind of complimenting and laughing the whole time because there's been a lot of amazing moments during this stream. I feel like we learned some exclusive things as well because you guys talked about some growing up days and
Never
you know
talked
the
about those
future
days.
actor and the future ski instructor. That would have been that's a great series. And the older brother's a doctor. Is that what you say? You got a PhD?
Yeah, no, MD.
You got an MD. Oh yeah, my bad. There's a lot of letters.
He's a real doctor.
There's a lot of letters.
He's retired now and in where the fuck? New Zealand.
What? Do you guys ever go there? That's like a place where there's
he
more
just
sheep.
No, he
Just
just moved there.
Are you guys ever gonna go to New Zealand?
No,
That's
Maybe.
not.
probably not.
That's not. You guys.
go.
I mean, we've been in a lot of
Too
countries
far.
together.
Yeah, not New Zealand.
It's just like when you really look at how they're. Never mind.
Too
That's
many
a whole different show.
Too many hours.
That's- going back in time.
Just too many hours.
Yeah.
Flying.
You never want to.
Not New Zealand.
You're not like a travel. Do you like traveling?
I do actually. I do.
Where do you
I
like to
love
go?
traveling.
He
Are
has
you
a-
like Europe? Are you Asia? Are you South America?
We actually
Caribbean?
we have a cruise plan to Italy next year.
Ooh.
It's Italy centric, so goes up and down all of Italy, up around the bottom, up. A couple stops in Croatia and ends in Florence, or ends in Venice. Excuse me. It goes like from Rome up and then down.
And then you guys get off the boat and go check out the
do all
city
the
for
stuff,
like a day or.
doing the Godfather tour.
Oh, here's someone.
Santorini.
So Evan asked, do 215 laws still apply to this date, or
Yes.
did 64 replace
No.
or abolish
They-
the
no,
existing
215
proposition?
215 is the same, and that's where the physician's recommendation.
So that's the
comes
medical.
from. Correct.
We recommend everybody in California get your recommendations.
And
It
doctors
just doesn't
still-
hurt. It doesn't hurt. You can have up to 8 ounces.
Legally.
You can buy more at a store than just an ounce.
And you save on
Less
taxes.
taxes.
And you save, I think it's use tax. It's bullshit. It's like use tax. It's not a lot, but you can. And most stores don't even know how to do it, to be honest. I've had several people call us up and complain about stores not honoring the whatever discount that is. And I'm like, I don't get into the weeds over those little things. Sorry. So anyways,
That's why they get you guys to get all the legalities.
that's right.
Make it happen. Listen, it's been a great show. We try to keep it at an hour-ish. It's been a little over. I know we could talk for another couple hours.
We'll do it again.
What time is it?
It's time to get higher.
Oh, wow.
It's time.
Almost 8.
That's right. Time to get on the road.
It's time to get higher,
I'm
dude.
usually
It's-
watching in bed by now.
What are you watching? You consume content? Are you like a streamer or TV? You still watch like news?
No, I try
Well, you
not
just
to watch.
binged Flash.
I try not
7
to
years worth?
That's already
That's
I'm
done.
over that.
Over.
Over that. I
Superhero
just
stuff.
binged Only Fool Me Once. That was pretty good. That was on Netflix.
So you're like a binge watcher now? You just find something you like
Random.
and run through
I'm
it?
doing random shit. My wife actually, I'm doing random shit because there's nothing on right now that I blew through.
What do you
everything I've
want?
seen.
Are you have like Netflix or
Everything.
Amazon or
Netflix, Amazon,
Hulu?
Hulu, Peacock, blah blah. I looked through
Paramount Plus.
It's
You know what your
it's
problem
like the Bruce
is?
Springsteen song, 99 channels and nothing on.
You know what your I think you know what your issue is. There's so many options, you confuse yourself and you don't know what to
Then I
get.
start looking at the titles and going, eh. So she says, I go, Atlas, Jennifer Lopez. She says, hey, I heard that's pretty good. I go, where? On TikTok. Okay. You know, it's kind of like robotish, a little bit. You can see a little bit of it, and I love Transformer shit.
But what do you like? You like superhero shit? You like action?
I like Transformer shit. But I love CIA, conspiracy, theory, you know, bad guys, good guys.
Detective.
Not so much detective stuff, more like cartel shit.
Drug lord.
CIA, more CIA level, like, intrigue.
What do you like, musicals, Broadway?
So, yeah.
What do you want?
Dresses.
Les Mis, you know?
Yeah.
But I just watched The Last Cowboy, which is a movie from the 90s with Mickey Rourke.
Okay.
It was really good. I like cowboy movies.
So you want westerns, cowboys?
Yeah, war, too. I just watched Saving Private Ryan. That was on.
First time?
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
You think Tom Hanks is a real person?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Is he a real person?
I have like this theory that like these super elite, like A-list celebrities aren't fully human.
Watch the movie.
It's just like a theory I have. We can talk about. I have like a lot of weird theories about
Upgrade.
what we are living in.
Mark down Upgrade.
Upgrade.
Random movie where something similar to that kind of happens.
See, I feel like movies and entertainment kind of
it's a
introduce
movie.
this stuff to us that we should expect. That's why like all these.
Oh, it's high tech. It's high tech.
So it's called Upgrade?
Upgrade.
Okay.
I think it was on Netflix or Amazon. One of the jobs, it was random. I'm like, all right, I'll just watch it. If I don't like it, I'll turn it off. And I usually get into them far enough, my OCD kicks in, and I gotta finish it.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it is. It was
So you're like if you start it, you gotta finish it.
Yes.
Regardless if it's garbage.
Like the accountant.
But even if it sucks, you're still gonna watch it through. You're
If
committed.
if I get through a certain point,
You're like, I'm committed. Let me watch this shit
yes,
until it ends.
sorry.
Fuck it. Damn, why did I pick a 5-season episode?
yep. That'll happen sometimes.
I feel it, dude. I feel it. Look, I feel like we could. You know what else I feel? I feel like we could talk for another like 2 hours.
We could.
Because I mean, we're out here. It's been a bunch of years. I've seen what you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your damn shit. You guys got cases all day. People are still being dumb and talking and not knowing their laws and thinking they're higher. Like, I could smoke anywhere. You can, but you gotta have the right paperwork and know the laws.
Yep.
Is what I learned.
Yep.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
That's
Even
right.
though everyone's smoking everywhere, we're doing it.
Getting away with it doesn't make it legal.
Does it? Any final words? Any words to like anyone trying to get in the cannabis space now? We got rescheduling coming up. We got like spray packs out here. We got THCA, Delta 9.
Hey.
Like, what's up with all this?
We just rolled out THCA joints across the country.
What?
And creams. We
And
got
creams.
So you guys are riding it. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's legal.
Until they say no.
Nationwide.
And we're coming on potentially at the end of the road. Who knows?
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of things. It's a farm bill or something.
Yeah, the
right?
farm bill they're fucking
gonna
with.
do an
But a lot of
addendum.
states are going against it.
Yeah.
A lot of states are like,
That's like
no.
selling gas at gas stations.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But you can in some states.
Yes. And they'll. Yeah. So hopefully hopefully we.
Do you want that?
we
Is
are-
that good or bad? The farm bill, THCA, all this like
You know what?
selling young weed.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
What about spray packs? Because that's gonna lead,
What is that?
That's where they take weed and they spray
No,
it with flavors and they
no.
color it.
No,
and it's all.
not my thing.
no,
Never
no.
liked it.
But that's like
That's not
what
a
this
good
is
thing.
opening up doors to.
Why? How?
Hold on.
Everyone-
Well, hold
no,
on.
we're doing the same thing with pre-rolls in that area that we do in this area.
But-
it's good quality hemp.
compliant, right?
And
With
it's
the
compliant.
COAs and it's it's tested by
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
We can't speak. There's tons out there that, in fact, the guy we partnered up with,
But like weed, too.
talks
There's
all about
crappy
it.
weed.
There's no regulations.
Yeah.
For it.
It's still
You know,
a
so-
wild, wild west.
So all we can do is.
And you like the Western, so you're out here, cowboy.
I grew up on the westerns actually. I used to rob the train of the stagecoach at Knott's Berry Farm.
Until you got kicked off.
I was an actual
Right?
bandit.
You worked at.
I was a bandit.
So you weren't a culinary host. You actually were doing characters.
I was a bandit.
And he didn't get the character.
I was the bunny.
It was just you were you worked at Knott's as well. Is this like an OCA?
No, he
you worked,
didn't. No.
You
Kids
worked at a theme
started-
park at least
No.
once.
Only
Wait, so
did
you were
do
really
that.
one of those
I was
bandits
really
on the
a
train?
bandit carried a Colt 45 long barrel with shot blanks.
And what happened? You didn't like to.
It was a couple-year job. I was 18, and I got to
I'm
the
over
end.
this,
I
cowboy.
I got kicked off the train. At the very end, I go to the very end, last train. It's an open car, and they got steps welded onto it, and we'd walk down those steps and stand there and reload our gun. And on the way into that very last thing, all day long, 15,000 people during the day, take the train and grab at the bandit and try to trip them. And you're walking down this 1890 train that's got this bandit.
They try to fuck with you. You're the bad guy. Yeah.
So it's all day. So I get on this last car, and this kid hiding behind a seat jumps out and grabs my legs. I eat it. Fall down, I grab the kid, put him on a seat, I'm gonna get you kicked out of the park, and I go back to the end of the thing, go down those little steps, and I'm sitting there with my back against it, loading my gun, and I guess the kid's uncle comes up and says, "You shouldn't talk to the kid that way," and he just boom, kicks me in the chest and kicks me off the train.
What the fuck?
Swear to God, no shit.
You got assaulted.
Yes.
As a worker at the theme park.
Yes. So and the train is going super slow. So, but it still kicks me off. And
so you fall.
I can't remember if I went all the way down or not, but I get up and I run, and the train is pulling up to the end to where it stops. And it stops the very back of the train. The last car pulls up next to a wall. And the conductor stands between the wall and the back of the last car so nobody goes back there.
Right.
And he had to literally tackle me.
From running back onto the train.
And getting that motherfucker. And they told me,
because you wanted to get the uncle. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he just fucking kicked me. I was going to try to kick his ass.
Yeah.
Fucking care. He was a fucking guest.
Yeah.
So the next day I go back and they tell me, I go, someone to press fucking charges. Man, I was pissed.
You want against the uncle?
Against the uncle. He hit me. And then we let him go, whatever. Didn't get his name, blah, 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 jerk off. We'll send you anywhere else in the park you want to be. I go, no, I don't want to fucking work anywhere else. I don't worry. In that was the only job. You didn't have to worry about your hair or your beard.
Right.
Because you were a bandit. Everybody else had this fucking dress code, shave code, haircut.
Right.
I said no. And I went back to work for a week. And I went through the train, and I ended up telling my boss, who was pretty cool, I said, dude, some kid's gonna do something, man. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I just quit. And I quit.
And you didn't get nothing from the park for getting kicked and off the train and getting injured?
Thank you very much for not being able to get through the conductor to kick his ass.
What the fuck? Right now, that'd be a huge... You'd probably own Knott's Berry Farm if that happened right now. It'd be called Wasserman Farm.
But it was an actual great fun job.
I want some Wasserman cookies. Fuck Knott's Berry Farm is Wasserman Berry, dude. What? Listen, like I said, we could keep talking. There's so much. We could. It's like we just keep uncovering more and more and more and more. Shout out to Dabwoods again for hooking y'all up with that prize pack.
Thank you.
You guys are the biggest losers that were on here on the game shows. 100% wrong. Make sure you check out you check out Dabwoods in the building. You already know, the most convenient, reliable disposables out there, rechargeable, all sorts of flavors, rosin, distillate, and live resin for everyone's flavor. Also, shout out to Gelato. Don't sleep on their pre-rolls. They got so many infused flavors. They're out there. They got so many products. Gelato's an amazing brand. We're going to smoke some of that real soon. Stay tuned. And, of course, everyone on Patreon, we love you guys. Thank you for the continued support. We got more exclusive content coming to you. And we got more winners coming. Don't forget, we love all y'all for the extra support. All of that goes back into the show. Kentron on the keys all day. How you doing, man?
I'm just chilling over here in Cybertron.
It's awesome stuff.
Pop Brothers, Marc and Craig,
you, brother.
You guys are amazing. Appreciate you guys taking time, and I love seeing the glow up, whatever it's called. You know, you guys are inspiring to, the older generation, because everyone thinks this social media is for kids, and you guys are out here in 10 years almost at 1 million. That's like 1 million. That's like, what is that? 100,000 a year, dude.
I guess so.
If you look at stats,
right? It's crazy.
Just gained it.
But in the last year, we went from 400 something to 900.
Because I remember after the show, we went to Jamaica because there was a cup out there. And it was like a whole event. Everyone showed up. And we were talking about, what do we do with the brand? Because I think I was at, I had a lot of followers back then on one of those other accounts. And we were just talking about what I do. But the algorithm and all the rules have changed so many times since. It's like, for you guys.
That's why you need a guy.
Yeah, we got the guy.
You should look into that and make that your little thing because you guys know the laws and you probably read a lot of contracts and terms and all shit all day. That's
a
the
good
job.
idea.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, look, all you influencers, we got you.
855 WAS Law.
There you go.
855 WAS Law.
Well, where else can people find you? You guys got website, social media?
PopBrothersAtLaw.com. P-Ball, P-B-A-L, merch, M-E-R-C-H.com. Get some Shut the Fuck Up hats, shirts, pre-rolls, and other stuff. Lockboxes. We have a lockbox now.
For your car.
Where else?
Yeah.
There's more places.
Yeah, you go.
Facebook and YouTube, Pot Brothers at Law. And then, of course, our Instagram page.
Yes.
Pot_brothers_at_law.
You love that.
Oh, God.
You love that.
Has
Instagram reached out to you or you guys reached out to them like, hey, can we change this to no underscores?
we never
you guys
have.
are almost at 1 million, bro. Like, they should listen to you.
We have a backup page because our page did get taken down once or twice and we got it back. But we have just a Pot Brothers at Law IG page that's
no underscores, but it's a backup.
Right. We've got about 50,000 over there.
You got
but
it.
Still
Sometimes you
cross
promote.
collaborate with.
Don't forget to follow. I got you. That's good. But we love the underscores. Shows how old you guys are. In the account, not you guys physically, just the account itself with the
and
spaces.
We got the blue chip before you could buy it.
Yeah. You guys were because that was. Is that from Tosh.0 or is that from just all your acting skills?
No.
It was all me. It was all because of me.
It's from us proving we were real. It was really more of us proving we're real.
You applied for it back then. All you did was fill out stuff. We sent in our LLC paperwork and.
Now you guys are legit.
Now you just buy it. You know.
Yeah, you have to subscribe to have it to look legit.
So we're
you guys are out here.
We're doing it.
Listen, y'all are the best. You guys are like my cannabis uncles. And it's good to see you guys out
I
here.
want to see you too.
Yes. Thank you for taking time. Pot Brothers at Law.
Coming back for the 100th.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do like a big public outdoor or something.
Let's do it.
Have a
We'll
bunch
get
of
the kid
guests.
involved.
Just have everyone come through. If he does, I know he got really cool, dude. He's like, I'm not a rapper. We used to hang out and go places, but I don't rap anymore. No, I love Jared, dude. He's a great kid. Just love to see him. Those stash and dash, because I stopped doing the stash and dashes, and I came up to you guys because I didn't know who my audience was on social media, and I was doing it like 15-year-old kids were following.
Right. I remember. I think I
And
told you to stop.
And I'm like,
sure.
bro, I'm not doing stash
That's
and
why
dashes.
Jared goes now. It's like a 21. We even switched.
Well, I mean, we were doing stash. Then I stopped talking. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna get caught. Some 15-year-old kid is be like, yo, mom, I got this on social media from this kid, and it's like I'm contributing to like minors.
Absolutely.
So I stopped doing. This was like 2012, 13.
Yeah.
Now I see your fucking son out here.
He reprised it huge.
It's not stash and dash. It's like, yo, meet me here for the first fucking 15,000 people that pull up. I got something for you. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
15. That's a whole stadium, dog.
Dude, it's crazy. I've been there.
You've done one?
We had to tell him to stop. We had to change it from first one there gets the grand prize to
a raffle.
To a raffle.
For the first what, like 10?
People were everybody.
Oh damn!
Doesn't matter
Because
when you get there because people were coming in like Mario fucking Andretti, and I was there a couple times.
Get the first.
Damn near.
I need that $500.
And then someone else is parking running while someone's driving in. Dude.
Oh shit!
Dude, I told him. I
chaos?
said, dude, you got to do a raffle.
Yeah, too much liability. Damn.
And then there was some guy who pulled in right next to where they were handing shit out, and there's a shitload of people. And then all of a sudden, my wife and I are looking, and in his car, the windows are down, the car's running, the AC's on, and there's two kids, and one of them's in the front seat, in the driver's seat.
Like
a kid, like a 9-year-old.
So the parent came to get some shit while
and he was out there in line.
He's like, yo, let me get some. Hold on, kids. Give me 15 minutes.
We had to yell for him. He's like, finally the guy came because we're like, dude, I was.
Here's a gram. Get out of here.
I was freaking out because there were people in front and behind him. Like,
here's a gram. Scram.
Ton of people. I go, you got to turn the car off. I go, they'll be fine for fucking.
Oh,
half
because
hour.
the kids are in there and the car's still on and he's in the driver's seat. So and there's a lot of
Kid could have put it in drive.
I thought you're like, get the kids out of here, bro. But you're like,
I really didn't get. No,
Just
that's the parents'
park your
problem.
bitch.
That's not my issue.
Yeah.
The issue was safety.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Come on, kids. We're going to go get pizza. Let me get a treat first. Let me get these fucking carts.
We'll do this again someday, my brother.
Listen, you guys are the best. You guys beat me in Connect 4. We'll have to do it again. I love you guys.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
The Pot Brothers at Law. Check them out. Shout out to everyone here. We appreciate y'all hanging out. sponsors. You already know Eric, Travis, Adrian, Kentron, of course, and everyone listening. Shout out to all the growers, too, because without them, you wouldn't be live and we wouldn't be smoking, making that happen. We love y'all. Until next time. Bye.
What the hell?
Bye. 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 Yeah, do you want more from the Getting High With Show? Well, join our Patreon at patreon.com/the Getting High With Show, where you get more content from the Getting High With Show, behind the scene look, exclusive content, and we get to thank you at the end of every episode. Plus, you are automatically entered into our monthly giveaways. That's right, we're giving back to our Patreon subs. So join today, patreon.com/the Getting High With Show. Now, let's get higher.